Hi Stonebriar family, I'm Molly Jennerich, Ministry Leader of Student Events, and my goal today is to glorify God and to encourage parents of all age children, but especially teens. Now before you say, hey, that doesn't include me, let me just remind you that at Stonebriar we are a family and you are included. I am one of 4 siblings, and among us we have 12 children. And we have a saying, and that's parenting. It's only hard if you want to be good at it. And while that is funny, it is also true. Parenting can be hard, especially parenting of teens. So what I thought I'd do today is share a little story that I have about one of my failures as a parent in an effort to encourage you. When my daughter Allison was about 6 or 7 years old, we were visiting family in Arizona, and we went to the community pool and had a big diving board. And she wanted to be like her big boy cousins and go off that diving board. Now it made me nervous. I had given her swim lessons for years and prepared her for this and talked her through it, but I was still nervous. So we made a deal. I went out to the middle of the pool and treaded water, and she went up on that diving board. And now what I should have done was let her jump off the diving board, go under the water, come up and swim to the side while I followed her. But the moment she was about to jump off that diving board, I made a bad decision. I decided to try to keep her safe. And while she was still in air, I reached my arms up, I caught her, and the force of her jump and her weight pushed me under the water, and my head was under the water, and it was scary. And I just reached my arms up to make sure she was out in the air, swam over to the side, and pushed her to my sister-in-law who was waiting for her. My heart was pounding. It was a bad decision in an effort to keep her safe. And I just want to remind us all that God has not called our children to be safe. He has called us to be holy. He says in his word, be holy because I am holy. And John 16:33 says, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. In the Student Ministries department, we want our students to live on mission, and we prepare them for that. And what that means sometimes is taking age-appropriate risks and not living just safely. It's a risk to share the gospel and to share the love of Jesus Christ. And what does that look like? Well, for a teen, it can look like going over to the cafeteria table where the boy is sitting by himself and sharing a lunch with him so he's not alone. Or welcoming the girl who walks into the hub on Sunday morning who looks scared to death. And you say, hey, come sit with me and my friends. And then remember her name the following week and invite her to sit with you again. Or just baking some cookies and going across the street to your new neighbor. Sharing the love and the characteristics of Jesus Christ is not a hard thing. And we don't have to go to the far corners of the earth to do it. Though that is admirable and we do like mission trips, we can live on mission right where we are. God loves our children even more than we do. Proverbs 1:27 reminds us that children are a heritage from the Lord, offspring, a reward from Him. If you're a believer and you want to be a good parent, and maybe you're feeling that you're not, let me just encourage you today. By being a believer, you are a good parent. Introducing them to Jesus Christ, letting them see you pray, letting them see you in the Word, and sharing your struggles and your triumphs, that's good parenting. I also will share with you a little word of advice that was given to me, and this is especially for parents of teens or kids who maybe are walking away from the Lord a little bit. Talk to God twice as much about your kids as you talk to your kids about God. He holds them in the palm of His hands, and their eternity is secure. You can trust Him. Thanks for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your summer. God bless.